Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Here today to follow up on the success of last week's pump drill video and to help all of you connect the dots between that nice transition feeling and getting on the inside and getting back to impact so you can ultimately strike at your best. Many of you out there commented about how this drill actually made the ball go more to the right, and that didn't really kind of add up as far as what you thought the inside path was going to give you. So the quality of the strike kind of going away and the club face being held open and the ball going right is a result of two key things that today I'm going to address so that way you can strike the golf ball your best. These two key elements are maintaining your spine angle and rotating your forearms. Rotating your arms and rotating this club face and making a club face go from open to square to close is all about rotating your forearms. And I've discussed this in previous videos that you can look back from earlier in the summer, where I really talk heavily about your thumbs pointing behind you and your thumbs pointing back down the target line to effectively rotate your arms. And as your arms rotate, it rotates this club face. So when I talk about arm rotation, I'm talking about just that. My forearms rotating to support the rotation of this club face. So let's take a look with Trackman at how much impact it can have by staying in our posture and raising our posture, and ultimately how our arms are free to rotate or inhibited from rotating based on these two moves. Okay, so shot number one, where we maintain our spine angle, we let our arms rotate, we let our arms rotate. Arm rotation is key, and arm rotation supports body rotation. As our spine angle is maintained longer, we can rotate through impact greater and really achieve a much more efficient and powerful striking pattern. So here we go. I'm going to feel my pump drill transition where I work a little bit more from the inside. I'm going to keep my chest on top of the golf ball just a little bit longer as I rotate into my finish. I'm going to let my forearms and arms rotate this club face as well. We'll see here I even overdid it a little bit. 4.6 degrees from the inside is a little bit more than I'd like. And the club face being, minus 3.1 is also a little bit more than I would like to see in a perfect world. So we've hit the ball a little bit more left than we wanted to, but it definitely demonstrates how much effect our arm rotation can have on squaring the club face. And the pump drill, I actually did a little bit more from the inside than I needed to, but again, you see the benefits of working on these moves and how they can really affect the right to left shot. Now for our players who tend to get the club out in front of them and end up raising their body, they have a harder time staying in their posture and rotating their arms as the club face and the club shaft rather get more from the inside. So I'm going to demonstrate to you the effect that's had when the inside path is combined with an early extension of our body and a hold of that club face. It goes like this. Well, unfortunately this might be familiar for some of you. I really forced my body up into the air and held onto that club face as I worked my way through impact. I went from 172 yards down to 137 yards of carry while maintaining a path that was definitely inside at 2.2 degrees. The force of my raise and the effect of my arms being held created a face that was almost 15 degrees open, and as you see, a very high ballooning shot to the right. Now, while these might be very extreme cases, both left and right, you can absolutely see what happens when players tend to early extend and come out of their posture, and how that affects the holding of the club face, which can send the ball very far to the right. The other shot is also a good case to reference. The more I stayed down, the more I could get it from the inside, and the greater I could free my arms up to rotate, which created that big right to left shot. So in just two swings, we can see how this transition with the pump drill can really be paid off with a longer maintenance of the spine angle and a much more free rotation of the arms and hands to square that club face up. I hope all of you can take these tips, integrate them into that pump drill sensation that I know is working so well for many of you, and let's see if rotating our arms with a little bit longer stability in our spine angle and continuing to rotate through impact can help your game and your striking pattern. Good luck, everybody. We'll see you next week.